Well, welcome everyone to another touch and go mini episode of the Flying Big Butts podcast. Tonight is Information Kilo. What's up, Badger?
Can you hear my turn signal?
I can hear your turn signal. You are in your car. Would you care to explain why you're in a car and we're not recording face to face? Explain yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. I can't remember. Did I explain this in a recorded environment before? I
I
think I
don't.
did because there's a whole flub with like I couldn't remember what day it was. But
You know what? You're right. You did.
nevertheless, for those that were having so much fun and didn't remember to listen to whatever information that was because they were having too much fun at Airventure and all the after shenanigans, I flew home today so
Mm-hmm.
that I could get my truck and drive back so that I could be there tomorrow morning for the forum. And so our forum, 11:30, forum stage 3, podcaster meet and greet Q&A. And timing of that had me a little bit nervous because I have some commitments at home to get back to.
Right.
And by the time we were done, I walked to the plane, pre-flight, fire it all up. I was really getting close to when they shut down the airspace for the air show. So luckily, I only live about 50 miles south of Oshkosh. So Jeff hopped in the plane with me. We flew home to Capitol Drive Airport. I dropped off Jeff at home. He grabbed his car, drove back up. I went home, showered, grabbed my truck, and drove back up.
I didn't know that Jeff went home too.
Yeah. Well, initially, I picked up Jeff from his house, so his car was at home.
Oh,
So he had no way to get his car back unless he came with me,
gotcha. Okay.
since I'm probably driving straight to Madison, Wisconsin when I leave Airventure tomorrow.
Gotcha. Hey, speaking of Airventure, let's talk about what we did today.
What did we do today? Lots of things.
We did. We started out the day at the old Goodyear blimp setup over by the museum and Kidventure. We had a really fun interview with one of their chief pilots, and admittedly, we had a format when we started, and it went off the rails fairly quickly when I think we turned into just a couple of really nerdy kids, really interested in all of the different things, and just asked whatever came into our head.
Yeah, like how do you fly it? Like how does weight and balance work when you have something that's lighter than air inside of it?
Uh-huh. Have you taken it off any sweet jumps?
Yeah, we did ask about the knife edge pass that
We
Dick
did.
Lipinski recommended.
And he didn't really answer the question, which leads me to believe that they're working on it. They just got to figure out like the timing and the spacing, and they can't talk about it yet.
Mhm.
Are you still there?
I'm still here.
No.
I just spilled egg burrito like all over my hand, and I'm trying to prevent it from getting on my clothes.
This is 2 days in a row you've had a clothing and food incident, right?
No, I haven't had a clothing incident yet today.
Uh,
Very close though.
It was a close call. Yesterday was a clothing incident, wasn't it? Or was it the day before?
You know what? I don't even know anymore.
It just all blends together in a good way.
Yeah. So, the other thing we got to do with the blimp is we got to actually go touch the blimp, which
We
doesn't
did.
sound like a big deal, but not everybody gets to just touch a blimp.
That's true. He described it like feeling like a trampoline material. And I guess I don't know.
The way I would probably describe it is like one of those giant inflatable rubber workout balls, that you could also like sit on and bounce on or whatever. It felt like that to me. I guess I had never felt a blimp before, and having felt it, I guess I don't really need to again. I don't know.
You
But
don't
it
need
was
to
still
fill up the
cool.
blimp?
Like, yeah, exactly.
Okay. I thought it felt like a blimp. So
Yeah. Yep. It felt exactly like a blimp. I agree.
semi-rigid airship.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a good time, and they were very gracious, and the hospitality they showed us, and the up close access to the blimp and checking it out was really cool. So, I think it's neat how it's moored there on that tower, and it just
Oh, that's
moves in the
great. Yeah.
wind. So
Yeah.
if it's windy down there, it rotates 360 degrees around that tower if it has to. told us it's like the biggest windsock on the field. So if you're trying to come and land at a field where the blimp is at, just look at what direction it's pointed, and that'll be better than windsock.
Yep.
So that was neat. You want to talk about our next interview we did?
What was our next interview?
It was Starlight Aerial Productions.
That's right. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. And then we went and talked with Starlight Aerial Productions, who puts on the night show and specifically does the drones, which
Correct.
was really fascinating to hear how that all works.
Yeah, and I think, again, another interview where we had a format and we are going to talk about a certain order of things, and we just quickly started just asking the questions that we wanted answers to, just to nerd out about how they put all that together. It was pretty fascinating to hear how they line everything up and how they program all of these drones to fly. It's not just one big computer profile. Each one of those drones has to be individually programmed.
Yeah. And a little bit of insight on how they not only show the images, but actually make the images move, which was kind of counterintuitive, I think, for a lot of our minds, but it was really cool to hear how that all works.
Yeah, and they've been doing it since 2018, so I think that some people think that it's only been a couple years that they've done this, but it's been, I mean, they're pushing 10 years at this point of doing this night show, and they keep working on trying to improve it each and every year. So really great to talk to them about that.
And then you lined up another interview. I wasn't able to make it to it, but
Yes.
what was that
We
one?
called for a media shuttle to go from the blimp to Boeing Plaza, so that we could get over there to get ready to go to our interview with the drone folks. And one of the guys that picked us up is part of the Cincinnati gang that Dick Napinski talked about a few episodes ago. It's got a bunch of guys from Cincinnati. They come out, they work media shuttles together for the week. So sat down and chatted with them about how they know each other, how they got involved, how they know each other, how they got involved with Airventure, and just the fun work that they do over the week of just driving people around to different interviews and events, and it allows for the media to better cover Airventure without having to walk everywhere at the event. So,
Yeah.
really fun
Cool.
guys, they were pretty humble about their volunteership and pointed me at the direction of other volunteers who they feel do way more than they do. So,
Cool. Well, I'm looking forward to hearing that one.
yeah, it'll be good. We also had, if those of you who listened to the Touch and Goes last year recall, there was somebody else who joined me for Jim and Bill's excellent Airventure, and Bill is in town again. So
Is he available for comment or?
he just pointed at himself as if, me? You mean me? Are you willing to come and discuss your day? I'm getting a thumbs up. So I think he just has to. He's going through his camera. So he brought a fancy camera that I'm sure he's going to want to talk about here. He's got a look about him.
Did he have a nice view for said camera?
I believe he did. All right, let's hear your thoughts on the big show today.
Well, first of all, good evening. I'm honored to be back on the Flying Midwest podcast for the second year now. And it was a pretty incredible show. We went to the 2:15 afternoon show, and let's just put it this way. Do not mess with the Wisconsin National Guard. They are a squared away bunch, and they have a lot of planes, and they're not to be truffled with. And it was awesome.
So I felt that this was a direct show of force to me to send a message of our previous border battles that you and I have had, Badger, and that you have somehow orchestrated this for a Wisconsin National Guard show of force. I'm rethinking some of my plans for conquest of the state of Wisconsin, and I may yield, but we'll see how this pans out. It also begged the question for me of, I have asked previously, how come you guys have not taken the UP? And that told me everything I needed to know about you as a people. And after seeing that this afternoon, I know you have the resources. So I just don't get why the UP is still part of Michigan.
For all you know, we've already taken it over and it's just classified information.
I feel like if you took over the UP, you would say something about it. But
Yeah, I would.
yeah, it was
Okay, so The real reason we haven't taken over the UP is then I would have to redraw my logo.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Yep.
It's really all about you and your logo. All right.
Yep.
Um,
Exactly.
no, all jokes aside, that presentation by the Wisconsin Guard was incredible. Both the Army National Guard and the Air National Guard and the resources that they have, and the show that they put on was pretty cool. So we enjoyed that. What other thoughts do you have there, Bill?
I think I talked a little bit about it last year, but it is amazing how routine these professionals make this look. And I'm not just talking about the military folks. When you look at some of the other pilots out there putting these aircraft into intentional high bank stalls, flat spins, and making it look totally routine, it's incredible. And you take it for granted because I'm sure that it takes years of planning and training and understanding at an advanced level their aircraft, but um, just incredible. And you can't look away. You just have to watch. And yeah, I don't know. This is the only air show I've ever been to. Obviously, this is a huge one. But for the folks listening who have never been out this way for this show, you have to come. There's I cannot imagine there's anything like it in the United States.
Agreed. It's an incredible show.
I mean, truthfully, I'm at a loss for words with how awesome it is, and yeah, the whole show in general, and not even just the show, but the whole event. I mean, we can't leave all the other awesome stuff out, but yeah, the pilots that show up and the performers of various types, and as I was pre-flighting today, we were watching the air show and just in awe of some of the things that you wouldn't even think a, a plane could do, let alone get out of.
Incredible stuff. It's fun to watch, and I think reignites our passion just a little bit more each time we watch these incredible performances. So tomorrow, we already talked about the meet and greet we've got going on. So that will happen Forum Stage 3. It will be 11:30 in the a.m. We hope that you'll come out. We're going to have some note cards that you can write questions on, and then you can chat with us and the rest of our panel of podcasters. Another thing I'll mention, we're going to have some T-shirts with. So if you are a listener and you're at the show, we'll give you a discounted show rate on the T-shirts. I think they're normally $23 on the website. We'll probably drop that down a little bit, and I don't know, $18 or something like that.
That sounds good.
What percentage is that?
Um, I don't know. That's math. I
Do
don't do
some quick math
math.
on your phone.
If it's pilot math, I can do it. What?
Do you got an E6B with you? Maybe that has a converter for markup rates on merchandise. No?
It's $5. I can do that. Oh, and make sure. So after you come see us at Forum Stage 3,
Mm-hmm.
make sure you save some time. I went and seeked out today and encourage everybody to do it. The Piper Vagabond serial number 1 that we saw in the restoration process at our flying at Lone Rock. It is at the Piper building. So go to Boeing Plaza, walk west a little bit to Piper. They won their category or class or whatever. They won the award.
Nice.
They are the best, which,
They won a major
and
award.
they won a major award. Exactly. And so a huge shout out to the Johnson brothers. They weren't by the plane for me to talk to them, but um, yeah, just awesome and kind of completing the story from what we saw last summer with seeing basically just the airframe and a little bit of that like lime green fabric on it to now
Yeah.
seeing a full complete restoration of a serial number 1 airplane. So definitely, if you guys got time, go to the Piper building, check out the Piper Vagabond.
I am going to have to do that tomorrow. Yeah, and then the night air show again tomorrow night. So I'm not sure what everybody else is doing, but we are probably going to put something on our social media about trying to meet up. And if you want to hang out with us, watch an air show in the dark, have a good time, we will try to set something like that up. Clearly, I'm really tired because I feel like I sound really tired.
You sound like you've been at an air show for a week.
That's because I have, and we got 2 more days. So this podcast and the YouTube stuff all has and will continue to be a passion project, but I think that people may not realize how much work we put in the background to make these things happen. So we've been very fortunate to have some really, really great interviews and really great opportunities, but it's a lot of work. So,
Well, I hope you have no interviews lined up tomorrow, so you can just wander the grounds and enjoy it.
I'm going to do some video stuff, I think, but I don't have anything. I don't think beyond the forum that I have anything scheduled. So,
and yet you'll still probably end up doing 2 or 3 just by running into people.
100%.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else we want to cover before we wrap this up?
I need the code to get in when I get to the house, to the crash pad, but
okay,
maybe...
I'm going to put it on the podcast so that if you forget, anyone listening can just tell you. So, You ready?
Okay. Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
It's amazing. I have the same combination on my luggage.
Yes, you got the reference. I'll text it to you. Bill, do you have anything else to contribute to the shenanigans before we close out?
No, just one follow-up comment on not realizing what some of the Badger mentioned about not realizing what some of these planes can do. I saw a helicopter flying upside down, very near ground level, and it was awesome. That'll be my final comment for the day.
That doesn't look like it should be possible, but they pull it off. Alrighty, that's going to wrap up this episode of Touch and Go, the mini episode of the Flying Midwest podcast from Airventure 2025. This has been Information Kilo. Until tomorrow.
See you.
See ya.